Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had.
So this is my Scottish tag. Hi guys, I am Scottish. I have been watching a few Scottish tags and it's been Erin, I'll put her in the description bar below, her channel is amazing, and Julie Barber. She did one recently which just made me laugh out loud, some of the words. But Julie's more in, well, she's in an island, but so Julie sounds a little bit different to me because we're in different places. So her accent sounds different to my accent. Like in England and Wales, everywhere sounds a little bit different, but you're just still Scottish. I have been feeling homesick, as I always do, and I thought I'm going to do one of those tags because that looks really cool and it's Scottish, and a little bit, well, all of me is an obsessive Elvis fan. Love my family, love being in Wales, but a big massive part of me is Scotland. It's a massive part of me because that's who I am. I'm Scottish and I lived 30 years in Scotland and I'm proud, very very proud to be Scottish, and I love where I'm from and would never change it in the world because I'm very patriotic for my country. I wished I could go home, but there's no chance of that at the moment. So it's visits. We're going back in June for a gala day that we have in my local town, where I want my boys to be there every year so that they can experience the gala day like I did every year. So that's the plan. But yeah, Scotland's a massive part of me. It means everything. I listen to Scottish music all the time. I think about Scotland all the time. I love Robert Burns and his poems, and I listen to his poems every day. So it's a massive part of my life, so I wanted to do this video. Right, so the questions. Where is your accent from? My accent is Edinburgh. I'm from Midlothian, so it's a little town outside Edinburgh. It's lovely, it was a beautiful little village and I absolutely loved it. We've recently sold our house back home, so we don't have that anymore, so that was the final tie kind of gone. But all my family are still there, my nieces, my nephews, my sisters. And now you've got to say these words and in your accent that you've got just now, so you can just hear it. Okay. Butter, lock, 7, woman, twirl, coupon, tube, dog, more, I would say sour, I'd say sewer, but sour. Scotland, hour, head, window, aluminium, burglar, Glasgow, stupid, purple, status, card, potato, tonight, clothes and photo. So they're the words that you've got to say in the tag, and then the questions are, do you pronounce your T's and your ings? So I think I do. Scotland, yeah I do, but I don't say my ings, I don't think. So walking, talking, I really don't add the ing part to it. Do you roll your R's? I do, so twirl, twirl, so I'm rolling that R, but not that much. And I used to say, well, right up until I moved here, I'd say girl, but now I say girl, because if you say girl, it's going to be hard for people to understand what you're talking about. So I really generally say girl, but I do roll my R's if I'm not thinking about it and I'm maybe back home in Scotland. If I'm somewhere like Wales or living here, I maybe change my accent a little bit so that people understand. So I maybe be a bit slower, I might not say girl, I'll maybe say girl, but when I'm back home it probably all comes back again. What word do you use to describe something great? Awesome, amazing, so really no Scottish words for that. What word do you use to describe something pretty? Nice. But I think they're wanting you to say bonny and braw, which are words for Scotland, and my dad would have said all of those. What word do you use to describe something bad? It's bad. So nothing really. What word would you describe something gross or dirty or maybe minging, or that's dead minging, something like that. What do you call someone who never smiles? A grumpy get. A grumpy get. Something like that. Favourite slang or Scots words? Got to be canny, dinny, ken, and we'll talk about them soon. about all that is how I talk, and I never ever can change that. I just can't change that. And most of the people who speak to me down here now know that that is officially, I can't. So I can change girl to girl, but I can't change canny. It's impossible. What do you call juice? This is weird. When we're down here, that's pop. So if you drink a can of Coke, you're drinking a can of pop. Whereas in my back home, it would be a can of juice. So if I say, can you pass the juice? They would pass you orange juice. Because it's not, to them it's not juice, that's pop. Jenny or Daddy Longlegs? It's Daddy Longlegs for me. What do you call the thing you change the TV channel with? That is called the button. What do you call gym shoes? Your trainers. What do you call your grandparents? Your granny and your granddad. That's what we would call them. But now I'm in Wales, I've noticed that, so for example, grandsha is for your father, which your grandfather, which I never knew. There was different words. I always just thought it was granny and granddad. Right, so they were the questions, and then we're going on to some words. So these are some Scottish words and slang, and I'm just going to read them out and then explain them to you, kind of speaking more Scottish. So about, that means about, round and about. So I'm going about, we're going about the town, or something like that. So it's just about, but we say about. Ain, so ain is just your own, your ain, it's my ain house. So that would be my own house, so ain would be own. Auld, so that would be old, so that's an old gin, or oh gosh, that's old. So you put in the A-U-L-D instead of old. I is yes, so everybody kind of knows that nowadays. My husband says I all the time, and I do think, well, he's no Scottish, and I think he said I before. But who cares your backside of your bum? So, yeah. Bairn is your baby, so my kids are my bairns. And that is more Edinburgh, around that area. I think when you go up to Glasgow it's your wains, so your wain would be your baby, but we don't say wains, we say bairns. Ball face describes something with a big round face. Right, and then there's little sayings as well. Pure dead brilliant, which means it's excellent, it's really good. I don't really use pure dead brilliant a lot. I'd say dead brilliant, but no pure. Your bum's out the window. I wanted to put that in because I just saw there's a recently gone around Facebook, and it's Gerard Butler, and he says that your bum's out the window. And I thought he sounded really cute saying it, and that means you're talking rubbish. I'm pure done in. I'm totally knackered. I umne, which is I'm not. I umne. So umne would be I'm not, but I say that all the time now. My head's mince, so my head is mixed up. I'm totally mixed up. I don't know what I'm thinking. You're out your face, which would be, oh, you're totally drunk. You're out your face. You're off your head, which would mean obviously you're a bit loopy-loo, you're a bit crazy. Bide there, and that would mean just wait or stay bide. Or blether, which is what I am, talkative. So, oh gosh, you're a blether. That's what my dad would say to me every day. God, you're a blether. Total nonsense. Boke, which is vomit, which I thought was the most funniest thing in Julie's video when she talks about boking. So if you boke, you're needing to gag, you're going to be sick. Bonnie is beautiful. Your breeks are your trousers, and your trousers are your trousers. So my dad would always say breeks, always. And I would say to the boys, get your trousers, go get your trousers. And they know now, they just go get their trousers. But that means trousers. A coo, so if you see a cow, it's a coo, it's not going to be a cow. You see that coo in the field? Crabbit, you're bad tempered. Oh, you're so crabbit. And I say that a lot to myself. Day is do, so do you want it? But that's more Glaswegian. I wouldn't say day, so I'm not going to say that one. Didn't. Now that is my word. I didn't do that. Or, nah, I didn't do that. Aye, so always say didn't. Or dinny. Dinny do that. Dinny, stop, dinny. I use that word all the time. Drook it, so if you're soaking wet, oh you're drook it. You're absolutely soaking wet. Your dug, so instead of your dog, you wouldn't put D-O-G, you put D-U-G, so your dug. How's your dug the day? Is your dug alright? Oh, my dug's great. You're a dunderhead, an idiot, a galoot or an umpty, so that means you're just an idiot. Fear, which means you're afraid. Oh, I'm no fear of that. I'm not afraid of that. Or, gosh, I'm dead fear of that. Frae, where you frae, so where are you from? Your gunny, which I still use down here. Gunny is, or dun, so down. Gunny is your nightgown, so you'd wear it. It wouldn't be your trousers where a top, it'd be your gunny, which is your nightgown. Greet, use this every day of my life. Dinna greet. Oh, what are you greeting for? I'll give you something to greet about. Which is meaning crying. Greeting is crying. Gumption. Oh, get some gumption about yourself. Get your common sense and use your initiative. Hame. Use that all the time. So I'm going to go hame now, which means I'm going to go home now. Hod. Hod your wrist, which means dinna stop. Dinna talk anymore. Haver, you're havering, you're talking rubbish, is total havering. Hang on the now, which would be hang on the now. Honking, humming, howling, bad smells. Your house, which I've just said about, is your house. Hunner, which is, oh, I got £100, I got £100, you got £100. A hovney, which again, I use that all the time. I haven't got that. Have you got a penny? A hovney. I'm going to take a wee keek, and that's a little look. Ken. Now, my mum is the Ken master genius person of the world. She says Ken every 2 seconds. Do you ken what I mean? Ken this. Ken this. In which Ken is no. So you substitute Ken for no. So, I ken what you mean. I ken who you are. I ken. And then you'd put it in just when you're talking, like, Ken? Aye, I ken. So it's Ken. Don't know where it comes from in the Glaswegians and out that way. They say Ken that I know of, as they would come through to Edinburgh dances at the Elvis dance and be like, who's Ken? And they're from Scotland. Right, lum, which is chimney. And then we have mocket, mankit, manky, minging and boggin, so you're all dirty. Merit, are you married? Moose is a mouse, so it looks like hoose, moose, about. We're putting in the O's in the places. No means no, but that's more Glaswegian. When I say no, I sound like I'm thinking more Glaswegian and no Edinburgh. Neep or tumpshay is your turnips, so if you're having haggis, neeps and tatties, for example, you're going to have turnip with your haggis and your potatoes. New, do it new, which is mere Glaswegian again. My friend is Glaswegian, and this, I sound like her when I'm saying that. Out, so you're going out. Are you going out tonight? Are you going out today? Where are you going out? Peely Wally is pale, that's me. I am Peely Wally. A piece is a sandwich, so if you want a piece, do you want a piece in jam? Do you want a piece with ham? Do you want a piece with crisps? And that would be your ham sandwich, crisp sandwich, jam sandwich. So a piece is a sandwich. Reek. These reek, smell, smoke. What's reek? There's a reek. It's reeking as well, which would be smelling. A scalp is a slap. So you scalp someone, oh, I'm going to give you a right scalp, because that would be a right slap. A stookie would be your plaster cast, for if you had a broken bone or something, you'd wear your stookie. Stewer would be for dust. Tatty is potato, so you got your haggis, neeps and tatties. You got your tatties today, do you want some bag of tatties? Telt you, so telt would be told. So instead of told, we say telt. Toty, very small, so it's toty. Oh, it's tiny, tiny toty. A wain is a child, so that would be over the Glaswegian way, you would have a wain. Wellies for your welling boots, but I think everybody does that. Weh means what? Weh? Weh? What do you mean? Willna, I will not. So that is willna, I will nae do it. I will nae do it. No way. I wouldn't do it. No, I wouldn't do that. No way would I do that. And that is would not. Woman would be your woman. Yeah, so yeah is your, so you're like that, or kind of sounds like that. It's hard to say. It's like sounds silly when you say yeah, but it's kind of like your jacket. Do you want your jacket? You want to say you're going to say yeah. And that is at the end of a very extensive list of Scottish words, Scottish sayings, and I said some Scottish words in there. So that was really good fun, really enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed some of these Scottish words. There was a good few in there. Absolutely love doing it. I love all my Scottish slang words, and it's surprising how much I still use all the time. using them all the time. When you do YouTube and you're living in Wales and you live in other places, you maybe speak a little bit slower, and well, I don't, but maybe my accent and the slang doesn't come out as much, but my accent's still there because I am Scottish, but the slang maybe doesn't come through the YouTube channel and to other people. But that is all the slang that I use, and with Di and the boys, I am total slanging it out. Take care of yourself, have a fantastic day, and I will see you another day. Bye.
Subscribe to my channel.
Hello.
Comment below. Press the bell button. Thumbs up. Thank you.